Hello there, and welcome to another little photo adventure with me and Betsy. Today, this is a short little video. I've had an email by a subscriber who also uses a Canon 5D Mark IV, and he has asked me how to access ISO 50 on the camera. It is one of these hidden features, so join me in a minute and I'll show you how to access ISO 50 on the Canon 5D Mark IV. There's the R5, loads of other Canons, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So, ISO 50 on the Canon 5D Mark IV. It's also a lot of other Canons. I will be doing a video shortly on how I set up all the settings in my camera. These settings apply to whether you use Canon, Nikon, Sony. The base settings that you should be using, and you can fine tune from there. But I will do a video soon on how I set up my cameras for doing landscape or wildlife photography. Let me just show you the back of the camera and I'll show you how to access ISO 50. So what you may have noticed is when you hit the ISO button, comes up on the top, auto 100, let's get it back on again, auto 100, 200 and so on, no ISO 50. The way to access this is go into the menu and scroll down to ISO speed settings. From there, as you can see, set on 100 ISO speed. Range for stills is what you want, and if you click on this, you can then highlight the ISO 50 at 100, and you can scroll down the other way to L50. Click set on the back of the camera, scroll over to OK, and you now have L up to 12,800. So if we now access the ISO button on top, you now have ISO 50 in your range, just before, it's between the ISO 100 and auto ISO. Amazing. I don't know why Canon would hide this and just set it as default to ISO 100. I mean, I use ISO 100 all the time, not so much ISO 50. But yeah, ISO 50, there it is. As I say, I don't use ISO 50 very often. It's probably only once, twice, maybe 3 times a year that I'll use ISO 50. I tend to find, because it's a stop lower than ISO 100, you will get a darker picture by far, and your shutter speed is going to be slower, which isn't always what you want. But when I do use it, is if I come to a waterfall and you're out in the open and you've got bright sunlight, I'll stick a polarizing filter on, and as you know, I'll try to go for around about a 1/6 of a second for shutter speed for water, just so you got the movement in the water and detail. And rather than use a 10 stop, I mean, there have been times where I've used a 10 stop and I still only get down to 15 seconds. Well, you're literally shooting down that low to try and get the water to blur. But what you can do is to help you get down to these speeds is use your ISO 50 in a bright scene, so that you can just drop down and get your 1/6 of a second. It does help. The same with if you're shooting fast moving clouds, which today we've got a grey sky, so I can't show you, but you can put a 10 stop filter on, beautiful scene, line it up, and if you can't get down to 30-second exposure with a 10 stop filter, what you can do again is access ISO 50, and that will help get you down. If you can get down to 15th of a second, or 15 seconds I should say, at ISO 100, you then drop to ISO 50, and that will drop you straight down to 30 seconds. You get a beautiful blurred sky. As I say, because most times when I'm shooting waterfalls, I am in trees and it's dark anyway, so I have no problem. Usually I have to up the ISO. But yeah, ISO 50, that's how you access it. It's hidden in the menu, and just go down to ISO speed settings and it is in there. Good luck with your cameras, and I hope this video has helped. Please like, subscribe, and until next time, take it easy.